best way to describe it is I didn't really like know exactly all what I was going to do. So my first, I guess I should probably just tell you like a little bit about my background about how I ended up with a I label it as a multifaceted career. So I got my degrees in performance. I thought that I wanted to be a band director, but like sophomore year of college, I just realized it wasn't something I wanted to do, and so I switched to performance. At the time, I had a mentor. His name is Larry Williams. He was my high school horn teacher. He has had an incredible career. Both on the educational side and the performing side, but also most recently the administrative side. And he talked to me, when I told him I wanted to switch to a performance career path, I always assumed, well, I'll just be in an orchestra. He's like, well, there's a lot of other things that you can do. And at the time I was just like, tell me more. I would like to know. And so I sort of modeled my career off of what he was doing, which was a lot of freelance work, subbing with orchestras, extra on pieces that called for more horns. He also built a thriving, highly respected horn studio of high school age and younger students. He taught at Peabody at the preparatory. He was on faculty on the conservatory side as well. I mean, he just did everything that you could possibly think of. And I sort of modeled my career off of that. I've always been a fan of not reinventing the wheel. So just finding people that are doing things that interest you and start asking questions. I found myself after I got my master's degree. I was living in Dallas at the time. I went to Southern Methodist University, and so I just lived in Dallas after I got my degree and took auditions like most students do. But I had a huge private lesson studio, and I really, really enjoyed private lesson teaching. And I thought, this is definitely something I want to make sure that is constantly in my career. And so I sort of took that and built a platform off of that. I ended up moving back to Baltimore from Texas. My then fiance wanted to go back to school to get his master's degree, and I was from there. So I just started building this platform. I got a teaching job at the Peabody Preparatory, which helped me a lot. It's instant credentials. Anytime you tell somebody you went to Peabody, it's like, oh, okay. Or you teach at Peabody. They instantly are like, sign me up. So that helped a lot. I started networking, going to concerts, talking to other musicians, and then I started getting gig work. Gig work led to more gig work. Going to conferences led to opportunities in other states. And then I was performing a lot and teaching, and it all just sort of fell into place. And then most recently, I was chosen as the professor of horn here at the University of Missouri. And I'm doing the same thing I was doing before, but now this is the platform. And it's a much better platform than what I had before, because it's like a wonderful job, and I love my students, and this is a really great place to live. And it's opened up a lot of doors for me too, speaking at IU and things like that. So it's just been really great. I always just try to keep all the doors open and moving in one direction, and sure enough, something will come in your path. This is the way it's always been.